With an intoxicating scent that permeates the air, wetlands and marshes can be home to more than just reptiles and amphibians. Emberwillows are carnivorous flora found in temperate and subtropical wetlands. Although stationary, they have a strong ability to attract, incapacitate, and consume living prey using their unique scent and natural toxin. They are found throughout marshes, bogs, floodplains, and other low-lying environments where humidity remains consistently high. These environments allow their scent to travel more effectively and support the conditions required for their growth. At a glance, emberwillows resemble common willow trees. They have long boughs that hang low, with thin tendrils that trail just above the surface. Their leaves are a pale green with faint gray tones, often appearing slightly muted against surrounding vegetation. Their bark is ridged and furrowed, frequently slick with algae from constant humidity. Beneath their canopy, clusters of red and orange fruit hang in dense bunches, standing out against the otherwise subdued tones of their habitat. Their scent is a strong identifying feature. Emberwillows produce a strong, sweet aroma that carries through humid air. It is often described as honey, spiced citrus, or warm wine. In wetland environments where such scents are otherwise absent, their presence becomes immediately noticeable. This scent draws in both animals and humans alike. Their fruit are edible and appealing, with a sweet, slightly tart flavor and soft flesh surrounding a cluster of seeds. These fruits carry a potent neurotoxin, heavily concentrated in their seeds, but still present throughout their flesh and skin. If consumed, this toxin enters the bloodstream and begins to interfere with bodily functions. Early effects include a sense of calm and mild euphoria, often accompanied by subtle distortions in perception. As exposure time increases, these distortions intensify into vivid hallucinations, frequently taking the form of familiar voices or comforting sensations. During this stage, their prey becomes less aware of its surroundings and become far less likely to flee. As this toxin continues to take effect, coordination begins to deteriorate. The prey's motor functions decline as signals between the brain and muscles become disrupted. Their movements grow slower and less controlled until they can no longer stand. In every case, paralysis follows shortly after, leaving the body collapsed near the base of the emberwillow. Once their prey is incapacitated, their tendrils begin to tighten around it. They move to position their prey closer to the emberwillow's base, where nutrients are more easily absorbed as they enter the ground. Emberwillows then secrete an enzyme-rich digestive sap that breaks down soft organic tissue, turning it into a liquid. As the body is broken down, the surrounding soil becomes saturated with nutrients, which are then absorbed through their roots. This sap also serves as a defensive mechanism. It is stored in large quantities within them, and when their trunks are cut or heavily damaged, can be expelled outward under pressure. Contact with this sap causes severe chemical burns and blistering. If it reaches the eyes, it can result in temporary or permanent blindness. When aerosolized, inhalation may irritate or damage the throat and lungs. Their sap only affects organic materials. It efficiently breaks down soft tissue, but does not appear to affect bone or metal. Materials such as leather may weaken and degrade over time, but are not fully dissolved. As a result, non-organic materials will accumulate at the base of emberwillows, often becoming partially buried within their roots and the surrounding sediment. Emberwillows remain most active during warmer seasons when their fruit production is at its highest. During colder periods, they enter a dormant state and cease producing fruit. While their scent is no longer present during this time, the remains left behind continue to serve as a clear indication of their presence. Emberwillows spread with the help of birds. Their brightly colored fruit attracts them, and unlike most animals, birds appear to be unaffected by their toxin. After consumption, the seeds contained within these fruits are passed through their digestive systems and are later dispersed through droppings. Seed survival rates are low, as successful germination requires consistently saturated soil and stable humidity. The seeds that do not reach suitable conditions or are deposited during colder seasons do not survive. As juveniles, emberwillows rely entirely on sunlight and nutrients within the soil. At this stage, they are unable to produce fruit, toxin, or sap. They appear small, indistinguishable from other wetland vegetation, and are highly vulnerable to environmental stress or being consumed. As young emberwillows mature, they enter an early fruiting phase. Their fruit production begins in small, sparse quantities, and both toxin and sap remain relatively weak. During this stage, successful predation plays a direct role in their development. Individuals that are able to secure prey begin to grow larger and more established, while those that do not may remain smaller, despite continuing to mature. In their mature stage, emberwillows begin to produce dense clusters of fruit and maintain strong toxin and sap production. By this point, their size is often a reflection of their success in earlier stages of life. Larger individuals are typically those that have consistently fed, while smaller ones suggest limited predatory success. In the later stages of their life, they produce less fruit. Their response to prey becomes slower, and they begin to show signs of decay. The accumulation of remains at their base become more pronounced, marking the extent of what they have consumed over time. Emberwillows are rarely found in close proximity to one another. The competition for nutrients and prey often results in wide spacing between individuals, with only the most resource-rich environments supporting occasional clusters. Their scent and appearance often draw the attention of unwary travelers. Many of those travelers do not return.